Welcome to the EthanLive podcast. Today is Thursday, January the 15th. It is also
Mhm.
National Bagel Day. You guys like bagels?
Yay. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Like bagels.
yeah. I'll probably pass on the bagel.
Oh,
Uh,
Ah,
okay.
yeah,
Same.
Hard
maybe
pass.
maybe a chocolate muffin. Uh, National
Oh, okay.
National Hat Day.
Oh,
I
look, you're
guess
you're
I'm the only
you're
one that's celebrating
celebrating
National Hat
accordingly
Day.
today.
National Pothole Day.
Oh, there's plenty of those.
Wikipedia Day.
Can't
And
believe that.
National Strawberry Ice Cream Day.
Ah,
Do you get
okay.
anybody like strawberry ice cream?
That's ice
No,
cream.
it's too cold for ice cream.
Oh no, sir.
No.
Doug, what would be your
Yeah.
favorite? What would be your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh gosh. Well, back before it was pistachio, but now
Ah,
it's probably with all the weird, things, probably like that moose tracks or something now.
Oh, well, yeah,
oh,
Bad Fay.
oh,
What is
oh.
your favorite?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Sharon, what would your favorite be?
Mine, I think, would be butter pecan.
Butter pecan.
Mm.
Okay,
Oh,
I might go with a chocolate chip. We had some really good.
good
They're at
chocolate
that.
chip.
Yeah, they're at that little place there in what is it, City Beach or City Park or Park City or
City Place. City
City
Place?
City place.
City Place.
Hmm.
That
Yeah,
that Italy had some good gelato, some chocolate chip gelato. All right, how
they
about
did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a
That's what you
couple.
need.
I got a couple little announcements, and then we'll get into our fun stuff of Hero Dog recap. First, I don't think I've put out on the page yet, but Morgan Barrick, and this is probably the first time I've mentioned that person's name on here, who was
Yeah, I think it
convicted
is.
who was convicted of 31 counts of animal torture in Hardin County, Kentucky. She was sentenced by the jury to 2 years for each count to run concurrently. She was going to get
Right.
out in right around 4 months. The defense continued to push back on the sentencing. And we were there at the first time and had about 30, 35 folks there. He wanted
Right.
to delay it some more. He delayed it until January the 9th. We were in Florida. The folks in Hardin County, though, from what we could tell, showed out. There was probably 40 people there dressed in purple.
Nice.
And the judge, thankfully, decided to run 3 of those sentences consecutively instead of concurrently. So she's facing
Awesome.
6 years instead of 2. She's not eligible for parole until a little after 14 months. And even at that point, they'll take some victim impact statements and try to keep her in a little bit longer. So that
Right.
was the lady in Hardin County. Tomorrow, anyone that is, now that I say that, Debbie, we need to call this afternoon. Chesney Taylor has an
Yeah.
appearance tomorrow at 9 o'clock in Scott County. But last
Yes.
time we went to Scott County, she was not only on the court net through the government site, she was also on
Right.
the docket on the outside of the courtroom, and she was never called because they had
Right.
made a deal beforehand to push her case forward. So we need to see if that's getting pushed forward. But she's 9 o'clock tomorrow in Scott County.
Yes. That's
Uh,
Phoenix in blue for those that have been following that story.
yeah, so that was a dog that the lady rehomed. She'd had it since it was a
Uh-huh.
puppy. She rehomed it on September the 30th to some folks because she was having another child. Spent 2 hours with these people because she wanted to find the best home for her dog. That was
Right.
September 30th. On like January the 4th, they turned it into the shelter, claimed they found the dog, and the dog had lost over 50 pounds and died
Uh-huh.
the next day.
Oh.
Right.
So they're being charged with torture.
Yes.
And one quick announcement for the January the 24th, we're sort of changing lanes. Instead of doing a chili cook-off, we are just doing an Ethan 5-year Found You Day celebration on the 24th. So that if you get online, click the link, pay the $40, you get chili, you get a limited edition, one-of-a-kind Ethan coffee mug. There'll be some vendors there. There'll be some really cool raffle items there. And it's at Our Lady of Perpetual Hops on the 24th from 12 to 3. Click the link, go. New. I got another. I'm going to keep people on the edge of their seat. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. I've got a really big announcement tomorrow that I think will hopefully make a could possibly make a really big difference in what we're doing in Kentucky with helping animals through our organization. Stay tuned tomorrow. I have a big announcement. First question to everyone out there and to you guys before we jump into Hero Dog stuff. Do you guys know any good apps that you can extract audio from
Oh,
a video? Do you
huh.
guys have any of you guys done any of that?
I have not.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
No, me
Well,
neither.
Apple iPhone used to have a really good way that you could go to video, and when you click the menu below it, you could extract it. And somewhere, I've not ever done it, but as I started researching it, some folks comments were made that as they did an update last year, that's no longer available. Um,
Mm-mm.
so I'm trying to find an app that can extract video because my goal is to take all of the podcasts we've done up to this point and take the audio from it and put it out on Apple iTunes, podcast, and Spotify, and all those things that people follow. So anyway, now
I'll
Okay.
ask
to
our
the
techie
fun.
guy.
Now to the
Yeah.
fun stuff, and I've introduced all three of you folks before, but I'm going to let you introduce yourselves today. Faye, you want to start and introduce yourself and who you have with you?
Oh, Faye Okert, from, just outside of Nashville, and I have Sergeant Bo.
Sergeant Bo and Doug.
I'm Doug Dupel, Caldwell County Sheriff's Office, and I've got Mr. Harrison.
and
Yay there.
Sharon.
Sharon?
I'm Sharon. I'm in Casa Grande, Arizona, and I had Icon. We
Yeah.
lost him in 2023, but
Mhm.
um, we still honor him.
Yes.
Yeah,
Most
every
definitely.
day. And Doug and Faye's quick introduction. Icon was the military hero dog in 2022, the year Ethan was the shelter hero dog, and Icon served in both. Tell me, I think I'm right. Served in both the Army, was injured in the Army, and then went and served in the Marines after his recovery. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Had
And then
had
got to spend his retirement years with Sharon. So that was,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's,
Sharon and Palmer. And how's Palmer doing, Sharon?
Yeah.
He's doing really well.
Good.
He's completely in remission now, so we're good.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
fantastic! And
Okay. And
is he still doing artwork?
Of course he is.
Oh wow!
oh,
Oh, very cool.
okay.
He's got some
Now
really cool. He got some really
is
cool art.
Robert stationed somewhere, Sharon?
Yes, he's at the
That's her
Mount.
son.
Yeah, and Icon was Robert
It's
was Icon one of Icon's last handlers
okay.
before Icon retired, and he's stationed up in the Mountain Warfare Training Center up in Northern California now.
Okay.
Oh,
All
very cool.
right.
Very cool. So
Okay.
we get all prepared to go to West Palm Beach for the Hero Dog Awards last week, and I
Yeah.
think everyone got in on like Wednesday. Let's sort of do a little recap.
Mhm.
Fade, how was your all's trip in? Did you have any problems getting in? How did Sergeant Bo do on the plane?
Oh, he was great. We had no problems. Had the layover in Charlotte. He was phenomenal. Slept most of the trip. It was a really good trip up there and back.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Doug, how did Harrison do on the plane?
Oh, Harrison on the plane, he crashed out as soon as we went, wheels went up. He crashed out. He didn't move till he got, wheels touched back down. But
Yeah.
typical typical Charlotte, we they didn't have a flight attendant on our first flight, so we were about a half hour delay. And then the
Uh-huh.
second delay, they overbooked the pilot, so it was almost 7 hours before we got taken.
Oh,
Ugh, wow.
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 So
And
yeah,
did
we
you
didn't
guys
end
get
up
in
getting
on?
home. We
Did you
got
guys
home
get?
Saturday about 9:30.
Ooh.
So
Goodness.
did you
Yeah,
guys get in on? Did you guys get in on Wednesday?
we did.
Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
because we
and
all
then we
met
According
at the
sort
to,
of
pool.
yeah, and then we
you know,
sort of hung around by the pool. You guys
Yep.
had all met up in New York City.
Hmm.
Everyone sort of got in that night and sort of kind of hung around the pool, and we got everybody back together the night before or the night after that on Thursday night, the night before the gala. And tell me, you're also like this was something that I wanted to get organized. I reached out to everybody beforehand, and Maverick and Bo and Penny and Ethan came from years before. I wanted to get those four together with the new dogs and just in a very informal sort of space and sit around and talk and hang out. And how did you guys think that went?
I thought it was good. It was nice meeting everybody, especially the past winners, because like you said, we had already met. So
Mhm.
Yeah, and I've
Yeah.
got some. Let's see here. This was that was the next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the next
That was
day.
the next day in the lobby. This was that night. Penny,
Oh, Penny
Yep.
Lieutenant
and
Dan,
Lieutenant Dan.
Penny and
Mhm.
Dan.
and
Yeah.
then where did I had a picture of? Hold on. Where's that? Sergeant Bo. Oh, there we go. Sergeant Bo and the two Bows. I had to get a picture
The
of
two
two
bows.
Bows.
Yes. Yeah.
Sergeant Bo
Yep.
and Bo. Yeah. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
David was able to come back. He's a police officer there in North Carolina. Also, there's something in the
Right.
water. There's something in the
In
water
North
with
Carolina.
the
Yeah.
police officers in North Carolina and the Coast Guard. Uh,
Up in New York.
because since
Hmm.
Icon won in 2022, a Coast Guard dog has won every year since then.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I told Jeff, I said we should have checked out all the dogs they brought with them because probably one of those will be in the category winner next year.
yeah.
That's
Because they were
probably
all there. They had their
Mhm.
dogs with them. The other ones did. So,
I
Yeah.
had some I kind of thought from being there a couple of years and then to this year, um, like pros and cons. And you
uh-huh.
guys didn't really have an experience with the hotel before, but the hotel before was closer to some other things, but really didn't
Hmm.
have any grassy area at all for the
Right.
dogs to go to
Mm.
the bathroom, run around and play. This hotel, while you had to take a shuttle to get somewhere or an Uber or somewhere, there was a lot of like grassy area and a lot of open space for the dogs to run around in. How did you guys
Yeah.
like the hotel there?
It was nice. Like you said, it wasn't near anything.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but yeah, at least unlike New York, where you had a lot of concrete and buildings, you did have a
Mhm.
place to take the dogs to walk around and hang out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
shuttle was pretty convenient. I mean, that turned out I was wondering how that would work, but they were good. I mean, we didn't have any problem getting the shuttle. So that worked out okay. So
Yeah.
now
I
Doug, you all
rented.
had a car, right?
Yeah, I rented a car because I didn't know anything about the shuttle until we got there.
Yeah.
So we just drove up. But I like the area. I even like the layout with the pool and the little
Uh-huh.
patio bar because we all just sat out there and hung out and talked. And the
Yeah.
dogs, if they needed to, 8 steps away, you were in grass. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really nice out back there. It was
Hmm.
very nice. Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
for you and Harrison, and I've got some video that I had asked you when I took it if I could post it that I need to post was so Harrison before
Mm.
he eats at all he works, and so you had him out that you had hid some electronic things out in the grass, and
Hmm.
we were Debbie and I were sitting there trying to get on a Zoom call with the court system here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And you came out to let Harrison work to find some electronic things. That was really cool to watch.
It
Yeah.
was.
Glad of that. I like to show him off on that part. Not that he's anything special, but it's
Oh, but
just
he
his
is.
way of getting fed. So he's got to do it. But it's nice in that area because we had everybody at the pool and around, so it was a lot of distractions. But he stayed focused. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
did.
veer off. Even with Ethan, big old Ethan
I
laying
was
there, he.
Well, I was going to say you had some distractions because Ethan got up and started barking. As soon as he saw that Harrison was like looking for something, like I think Ethan thought he was getting some treats, and he was like, "Wait a
Yeah, he thought it was going to be something good.
minute, I need to
He
get on."
thought no dog,
All
no
right.
dog
So
would work for that.
I have a quick
Yep.
question, and if you can't,
Uh huh.
if you don't want to talk about it or can't talk about it, just tell me no.
Go
I
ahead.
heard through the grapevine that there was someone down there that had a car that they suspected there might be an air tag or something else in, and they
Oh
approached
yeah.
you and asked you if you could have Harrison look through the car. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. After we got back from the gala, we actually searched the car
Yeah.
for the lady,
And you
and
found him.
Yes, we did. We found an actual key tag. We found a key for one of our other vehicles, and we actually found a key tag to enter a door. Um, it wasn't an air tag like she thought, but it was an actual key tag. And
That was
they
amazing.
were up in the center console. She'd even forgot about the key completely.
Yeah.
Um, but
Well, that,
that's the thing with
oh.
those keys now you have to watch is the remote start and everything. It has
Uh-huh.
that data, so he will hit on those.
Hmm.
Ha.
That's
It's really
pretty cool.
cool.
The person I ran into at the airport was telling me that
Yeah.
story. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
really?
So you
Yeah.
guys get
That's
up
awesome.
Friday morning. Let's talk a little bit about this before we even get to the gala. We get up Friday morning, and you guys go to Faye. You and Sergeant Bo went to ABC, CBS.
We went to ABC and then Fox. We met Fox. I think it was Fox at a park.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And so Friday morning there locally, they got some good publicity with Faye and Sergeant Bo going to a couple different places, and then the other four dogs went to let's see what's left, CBS.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then you come back to the hotel, and then everyone's got to go through hair and makeup. Is that did you guys have to go through that?
most of
Oh,
us.
Oh, come on, Doug.
nope.
Who got out of hair and makeup?
I got out of it. I got out of it. I didn't have Harrison's nails done, nothing like that. We
Now,
stayed
why
out.
didn't you let me know? I would have traded and taken your spot for the hair.
You could have had it, honestly.
Well,
So
everybody looked gorgeous
they
and
did,
handsome.
and Sharon, the thing that was the year that we were down there, it's interesting because they do things slightly different each year that we go.
Uh,
So every year that I can remember, except 2022, they go to the hometown and do these hometown videos. In
oh,
2022, they brought all seven. There were seven categories at the time because they had broken out specifically search and rescue dog
yeah.
from law enforcement, and they had specifically broken out guide and hearing dog from service dog. So there were
Hmm.
seven categories, and they brought us um, uh, to West Palm Beach for a week ahead of time. And the
Mm.
second day we were there, we woke up and went to the sanctuary, and we had to do. This is what hit my memory there. We had to do hair and makeup at the sanctuary there that morning before we did videos. So that was a very interesting thing. And Sharon, they have since sold that sanctuary that was an extremely beautiful place and bought another one that
Mm.
just as remarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty place
Okay.
too.
Sharon, do you remember the the day after the gala and we went back to the sanctuary? It was all the American Humane Board members and the winners and the people that actually came into town with them, and and the bus got stuck.
Yeah.
And we had to shuttle people in cars out to the main road and wait for another bus to come and pick us up. Do you remember that story?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I wasn't on that bus. My son had brought his truck because he drove
Oh,
down from Virginia. So he was shuttling us around.
oh,
So
that was nice.
Nice.
Well, we
yeah.
were getting ready. We were trying to find vehicles to get in, right? And they were kind of lining up certain vehicles, and I'm not sure why these particular people got in line, but they had, I think it was a Maserati SUV
Yep.
with red leather interior. You remember that?
Oh,
Oh God.
wow.
And
Y'all were traveling in
they actually
style.
let a couple of dogs get into their Maserati SUV
Oh,
to show them
oh,
out to the street. Yeah.
oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So last Friday, we were sort of so this is I don't even know, Doug and Faye, if you guys had heard this story. So we were sort of told, okay, first bus over has
Yes.
the five dogs from this year, and only the five dogs and the handlers, their spouses or their plus ones can't go. They're on the first bus. That we got to get them over there and immediately, and then everyone else kind of chimes in after that. But we were told ahead. We kind of got a heads up get
Yeah.
in line early.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone that's coming that will shut the streets down. So get on the buses early and get there. So we go
And
down early in the lobby.
we
Uh,
followed directions well.
we're one of the first ones to get our little placard. And then I said, okay, where do we go now? And she said, go outside and to the shuttles. So we go outside, we get on the shuttle. It's me, Debbie, Ethan, Kelly, Maverick, Ed, and then
And
two sort of random people there are there for the
right,
gala. On
right.
the bus that holds 27 people,
7 people, I think,
there's
was it?
6 of us.
Yeah.
And the lady shuts the door, or she opens the door and tells the driver, go on over, and she shuts the door. And
Well, remember, Jeff,
Kelly
she
is
said
like,
our names didn't match the
yeah,
names on her
she said,
list.
what are your all's names? So we
Yeah.
told her names. They didn't match the list she had because I'm sure it was you all. It was the
Yeah.
five, it was the 5 winners from this year. So Kelly speaks up and says,
Yes.
this is Maverick. He won in 2023. This is Ethan. He won in 2022. I'm sure we're not on your list. And the lady says, how many more dogs are coming? And we're like, well, there's 5 winners this year. There's
Yeah.
several other dogs. So I'm sure there's probably 8, 9, 10 more dogs
More
coming. And
dogs.
she
Uh-huh.
tells the driver to go.
Yeah.
So
So we
we drive
go.
over there with 6 people and 2
Uh-huh.
dogs. There's 3 checkpoints, right? Because they're closing these streets
Mm-hmm.
down. The first
Yeah.
checkpoint, there's no one at.
So we
We get
buzz
to
right on through.
Then we get to the second checkpoint, and they raise the hood. They get the dogs to check around the car. And the door opens, and the Secret Service
Yes.
agent's getting ready to step on the bus, but he sees, as soon as the door opens, he sees Maverick, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute,
Yeah.
you know." And they're like, "Do you need to get on and check the bus?" And he's like, "No, I think we're good.
No,
We
he
don't need."
was fine. He told us to go on.
So
I know I'm getting older, but the security people are getting younger. I said,
Yes.
they look like they were 14, 16-year olds. I was like,
so
okay.
we get past that checkpoint
Yeah.
to get to the next checkpoint, and we pull up alongside, and the guy opens the door, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like they don't even know we're coming.
No,
He's
no.
like, who are you with? We're like, Hero Dog Wars. And he said, you've got dogs with you? He's like, yeah. Okay, well, you can't take them through the house. And the driver's like, that's why I stopped here. So we get down. There's no one there to wand us, because he's like, I thought everybody was going up to the house. And the other guy's like, we don't want the dogs going through the house, so we're letting them off here. And we're just standing there like, we don't know what's going on. So he calls on the radio for some people to come down. They don't check the dogs at all. They wand us.
No.
And I'm kind of standing there waiting for him to escort us somewhere. And the guy's like, okay, you can go. And I said, I don't know where I'm going. And he's like, just follow the sidewalk. And I'm like, I've never been here before. I don't know where I'm going. And he was like, just take a left and a right. And we're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. So
So I said,
we ended up at the outdoor
Mhm.
part, the cocktail hour, about 45 minutes before the next bus even showed up.
yeah.
Wow.
We
Just
had a
walk,
very long cocktail hour.
just walking around. So we got around, and at that time they still had the covers on the ice sculptures
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
because they were trying to keep them from melting. And Sharon, I don't know if you saw some of the pictures, but I
I
think
did.
one of the cooler things they've done in the
That-
4 years that I've gone is they made an individual ice sculpture for each dog.
I saw
They
that.
were
That was awesome.
Yeah, I
they
thought that
were
was really cool.
fabulous, Sharon. They were
Mhm.
just gorgeous.
Yeah, they were beautiful in the pictures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was one of my favorite things too. How did you guys react when you saw your dog? That must have been,
Oh, it was cool.
yeah,
Yeah. And I had
yeah,
to walk. I had to walk and look at each one, especially Lieutenant
yes.
Dan. So
I know.
that
We
was.
said, they had a little bit of special things to deal with, but they certainly
Mhm.
did a good job. And they had a water bowl, didn't they, Jeff, for all
Oh
the
yeah, wait a minute,
dogs? It
I got a
was,
picture of that too.
The
yeah,
fire
of
hydrant. Yep.
course.
Fire hydrant.
That was really cool too,
Yeah, they
Sharon.
had an ice sculpture fire hydrant and ice
Oh,
sculpture
wow.
bowls to drink water.
Yes.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was
They
very,
were
very
really
cool.
cool.
All right,
Yeah.
so tell me about Faye. Let's start with you. Tell me about your all's experience about how exciting it was to get on the bus, to come to Mar-a-Lago to the gala, and second of all, it looked like, again, we were there like 45 minutes beforehand, so we were just trying to get as much information we can. Did your all's husband, spouse, did they get to ride over with you all?
They did ride over. They didn't come in the same gate. I guess maybe they went through the house. I'm not really
Oh,
I think
sure.
they came
wow.
through the house. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because we waited a little while for them to get there. So, yeah,
Okay.
it was warm outside.
Yes.
Yes, but
Were
it was
you all on
beautiful.
the second shuttle?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. After
Okay.
you, I guess after you
After we
guys,
took off
Hmm.
on the
yes,
first one.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was beautiful. So they pulled. So Bo was going to be on stage with who was the singer?
Catherine
Catherine
McPhee.
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 Yes.
Catherine
Hmm.
McPhee.
So we didn't get to enjoy much of the cocktail hour because they pulled us in there to practice with her. Then they pulled
Oh,
everybody in there to practice. And so
Hmm.
we enjoyed it after we got back out. So,
okay.
as you know, Jeff, it was a lot of hustle and bustle for us. You guys
Yeah.
got to relax, which
Yeah.
that'll change next year. So you'll be
Yeah.
in that'll
Yeah.
change next year.
Whole different
So
dynamic, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah. It'll be,
yes.
yeah. Uh-huh. Huh. Didn't know you went in to practice. We missed all that with Catherine McPhee. So,
Yeah, so he did it. Bo did a great job. So they took him up on stage, and
yeah.
so we practiced that for a second. Then everybody came in, and they wanted to practice what we were going to do.
Okay.
So then I finally got back out to the cocktail
I'll
hour.
tell her. Okay.
So yeah, I
All
met
right.
up with the people that went with me.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah, and you guys had some, quite a few folks who came with you. Doug, I know you guys had some folks who came with you, and I tried my best to. We were given strict instructions, so I tried my best to follow the dress code the best that I could, only deviating a little bit. But your daughter's dress, loved the color. It was great.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was she picked it out all herself. That was it. She wanted to make a statement, and I think she
She
did.
did. She
She
did. So did
did.
everyone that came with you all? Did they get to ride over on the same shuttle?
All except my wife. My wife came with me, and just like she said, we had to get off just like you did, and then they
Uh-huh.
shuttled them up to the front, so I didn't see her till later.
Oh,
Once
down
they
at the,
came in.
okay. All right. Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you think you know what it's going to be next year, and then those people, it'll be all different again. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but
Yeah, I didn't see him for probably, well, the whole family that was there. I probably didn't see him for maybe 10 minutes out of that whole happy hour.
okay.
I was just all over. They had me all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yep.
And
So
I think the cocktail hour turned into like cocktail 2 hours, hour and
yeah.
yeah.
45 minutes. It
Yeah.
was a little bit longer, and I think
Hmm.
what we heard later on was it lasted a little bit longer because someone had landed and they were waiting for them to
Hmm.
get to where they needed to go. But
Right.
so
Right.
we go into the gala. What did you guys think of the setup and the gala and the ballroom? What did you guys
Oh,
think?
that was beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful. So it made it a magical type night with how beautiful it was.
Yeah. Definitely. Hmm.
Yeah, all those flowers were real. I mean, the
Yeah.
smell, you could just smell all the flowers when you walked in. It just breathtaking to just even see something that size the way it was decorated.
Yeah, we were talking about because Jeff had said the centerpieces last year you couldn't see through, through them to talk to people.
They were
So
a little
those
Right.
center,
tall.
yes, but at least they were clear where you could see
Hmm.
through. So, but they were fabulous. Yeah, those
Yeah.
those were some beautiful centerpieces. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we get to the gala, and so there's always you always sort of look back and say, hey, that was really cool. I hope they do that again. I hope maybe they don't need to do this. And so I won't put you guys on the spot. I'll speak up and say they should have, the thing that they needed to do was create the video for each dog. The
yeah,
montage at the beginning was not the best way to go. It should have created
No.
that's strictly my opinion. I think, again, this is me being in it and going back so long, that it's really cool when they make the announcement of the winner that night.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I think that's the best. But when you
Mhm.
don't, sort of the really cool thing that you're really looking forward to that night that really makes that night special is the individual videos of each dog. And they just did that montage at the beginning. And I'm hoping that for whatever reason, whether it was folks or finances or time or whatever it is, they go back to that. Uh,
Yeah.
they go back to that sort of part next year. And they've done some different things where it's been more of a TV production before, and I'm
Mhm.
I'm good either way with that. It doesn't make any difference to me. But to me, I just really like going there and meeting the folks that are in person. We had you guys on the podcast a couple of different times, but meeting in person the folks that are part of it and being able to celebrate those dogs that night and being able to walk around and in a lot of ways talk to the same people you've seen two or three or four different times. Uh,
Right.
what was your all's take on sort of the way the evening went and how cool it was to be a part of they celebrated that thing? Doug, we'll start with you there.
Well, I missed the montage. I was still
Uh-huh.
out. I was still out at the poolside.
Yeah.
They had to pull me away from people to get even into the gala. So I missed the montage
Oh.
altogether.
Oh.
I think I caught like one little clip of it at the very end. So yeah,
Mm.
that was kind of disheartening. The 3 days of walking people around or hometown and doing the whole video to not see it is, I've already reached out. I'm waiting to see if I get sent it. I'm hoping I do.
Oh, I hope
Um,
you do. I hope
so
they send it.
I
And to be
I hope they'll send
honest,
it.
we didn't even realize that that was it. We kind of
Mhm.
thought as we were going in that that was just kind of a little intro.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of people thought the other videos were yet to come. So we didn't pay. I mean, we watched, but I don't
Mhm.
think a lot of people in the room were watching because they just were starting to sit down. They thought that was an intro. So
Yep. And
yeah,
same here because once we got in and sat down, Faye, you had yours that played, and we were kind of waiting
for
to see the
yours, sure.
montage, and it was already over.
It
So
had,
Yeah.
it had already played, yeah. So I
yeah.
hopefully, so this is something that I have suggested in the past, and I mean, you're talking to somebody that's complete outsider other than being a part of it for 4 years. I hope that they take some um, suggestions from folks that
Hmm.
have been through it.
Mhm.
Maybe if they put a couple people that have experienced it onto maybe even a planning committee. Um, and I'll tell you an idea that I really love. And don't get me wrong. I spoke with someone. I don't know if I want to put her name out there, but I spoke to someone who's worked at American Humane since you and I have been involved. Who said we really love your ideas. Keep sending them. Well, I
Hmm.
would really love as when they announce, and I don't give me your all's opinion on this, Faye and Doug. When they announce the winner of each category, sort of assign that person almost like a mentor of someone that's been in that category before that can
Mhm.
answer any questions for them, can give them some information about what to expect, how what you're going to look forward to, and I think that being able to take a few suggestions of people that have sort of been through it, I think would help tremendously. Um, the video, though, I think they need to get back to that. What do you guys think about would that have helped you guys to be able to talk to somebody that had been through like the law enforcement category or the therapy category?
I think so. I mean, you had already given us some advice to take in the moment. I think it was probably different with security and the people that were at Mar-a-Lago and the people that, you know, I don't think media was allowed in there.
Right.
So I think it was a little different because of where it was at.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It would have been nice, to at least have somebody somewhat close because it just felt like I was going 8 different directions and which
Yeah.
which way to go.
Right.
Like you said, you kind of explained, take it all in, and it's now that I'm back here, I'm like, man, did I even remember half of what
I
went
know.
on?
Yeah, I
Exactly.
Yeah.
didn't get the pictures that I wanted to get as far as us taking them with people that came with us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But like I said, I missed most of the cocktail hour from
Uh,
Oh.
being
Yeah.
you know,
Ah,
inside
busy, busy, huh?
practicing busy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, huh.
Yeah. Well, it was. I have thought. Since I've always enjoyed being a part of American Humane, and so that's why I've sort of tried to continue to advocate for them. And our year meeting, folks like Sharon and Palmer and Ike and all of those people. Like to me, the week there was nice, and the gala was really nice. But to be able to meet those folks uh,
Yeah.
and and listen to those stories, and Sharon, you can remember, they did the videos for all those dogs, and then they at the gala they played them like there was no break. They played them back to
Right.
back to
Back to
back
back.
to back.
Right.
And like
Yep.
I watched the video, and at that point we still didn't know like an overall winner, but I would watch it and I'm like, okay, that dog should win. That dog needs to win. And then they play the
Mhm.
next video, and I'd be like, no, that dog needs to win.
Yeah.
They play the next video,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, no, that dog needs to win. Like
Right.
they were just,
I just I
they were
think I
really cool.
felt with when we were there, and it sounds to me like where you guys were at Mar-a-Lago, it was just a whirlwind.
Yeah.
But when we had that whole week there in the middle of a hurricane, I
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
felt like everything was a huge whirlwind. And I look back now and I'm thinking, I just walked around like a zombie for a week,
Yeah.
trying to take it all in and meet as many people as I could and try to keep a smile on my face. And I look at some of the pictures now and I'm thinking, oh my God, why wasn't I smiling? That's awful.
Oh. Well, I must say, as somebody that goes back and didn't, obviously didn't own a dog, each year just gets better because you know more people and you're meeting
Mhm.
new
Right.
people.
Right.
So you just got to keep coming back. That's the
Yeah.
lesson.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
Faye, you hit the nail on the head. This year was, regardless of
It was
how
different.
things are, how they want things to go or how they can go, it was different because of the location. It was
Yep.
just
Right.
Right.
different because of security, and it was different once you got in. There was just a lot of things that made it a little bit more, probably, I don't think anybody would disagree with it, was a little bit more challenging than any other
Definitely.
time. um,
Yeah.
so you guys, I mean, was it overall like a very positive experience? You want to come back and be part of it again?
It was. I'll be back next year. So it was a good experience. Next year you get to see it from a
A
different point of
different,
view. A different
exactly.
point of view, you
Exactly. You
know.
just you just have fun and meet everybody. So yeah, it's very enjoyable. So Doug, you coming back?
Hopefully, if they invite me, yeah, we'll be there.
I
Well,
think they will invite
I,
you.
I,
let me be the first to invite you back.
There you go.
well, I kept him out of that hot tub, and I kept him out of the pool, and I kept him out of the fountain. So to do
Oh,
that with a lab is
who are we
impressive.
talking about now? The dogs or some of
Yes.
the folks that you dealt with?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah,
this is also sort of a very cool year for American Humane Society. It's their 150th anniversary,
Yeah.
and so they've got a
wow.
lot of events planned just for this year. And one of them is to do the Hero Dog Awards, like, and have it, just in this year. So what we've
Right.
sort of been told through the grapevine is that the Hero Dog Gala this year will be in October in Washington D.C.
Wow.
Wow.
So that
Yeah.
Wow.
means that probably here within 2 months, 2.5 months or so, they'll make some nominations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like Faye and Doug, like
Yeah.
like Sharon, but Faye and Doug, like the nominations come out, and you're like, whew, there's no stress for me at all. Like
Yeah.
I can read these stories, and I can pick someone
Yes.
that I want to like put my votes to, which is
Mm-hmm.
why that whole reason right there is why we really wanted to start the podcast, because there's no way you can get, no matter how many characters they give you, there's no way you can get
That
your dog's
story.
story
No.
in a short little span. And
Right.
Right.
so you go down to, like, in 2022, you go down and you meet these folks, and you hear, like, you can read the little snippet about Icon, and but
Mm-hmm.
then when you sit and talk with Sharon and Palmer about the service that this dog put to the country, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, like I wish I had known some of that ahead of time. Or you
Yep.
talk with TJ about his dog, his law enforcement dog, who got shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear these stories and you think, I kind of wish I'd have known that. And so that was really the impetus to start the podcast and get as many people on as we could, because I wanted you all to be able to get your stories out there more than what you can say in a little snippet. So
Right.
I hope you
Mhm.
guys found the experience positive. And well, you came on again today, so at least two people got
Hey, then
got
we must be okay, Jeff, so far since they're back.
Oh, I had a blast with y'all.
Yep.
That's
It was
We
so.
had a
good.
great time meeting all of you all too. But
Mhm.
you know, Jeff, you're talking about getting to know them, and that's another reason why those videos. I know we'll keep going back to the videos, but again, that's why those videos were so precious. Is because it
Mhm.
gave you that chance to get to see what each dog did. So,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
so
and
hopefully
hopefully,
they'll be back
yeah,
next
well,
year.
hopefully you guys will be able to reach out to Matt and the
Oh,
folks that did the videos and get some of that footage and some of that
I heard-
those pictures and videos and um,
Mhm.
yeah. And so
because
then we had Catherine McPhee came and performed
Mhm.
yes,
that night.
for
That was
anybody that didn't, did anybody else know who she was besides me? I
Mm-hmm.
I
I
did.
googled it.
Oh, you now that's cheating. I knew it.
I did not know.
Oh, because I told Jeff, I said, all I want her to do is sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And she did, but it kind of got lost in all of the other.
Hoopla. Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
there was
yeah.
a lot of noise there. So randomly, funny little story from the gala. Randomly, we're sitting at the table, and a guy. I look over, and there's a guy standing there. We're kind of back in the corner, and a guy standing there, and he says, "Hey, aren't you Jeff? Like I met you at the pool the other day."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You had your dog with you. I should have put two and two together that you guys were going to be at the gala, but I didn't even think about it." And he said, I booked the entertainment for the gala." And I said, "Oh, like Catherine McPhee?" And he said, "Yeah." And so I said, can I get a picture with her and my dog?" And he was like right now? And I said, "Yeah, not as good a time as any." So he said, "I'll be right back." So he leaves. And I'm thinking that he's going to go talk to Catherine McPhee, and he's probably going to come and get us, and we'll go back there and take some pictures. Well, he brings Catherine McPhee out to the table.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
And
man.
so, yeah, so
yeah,
we got some
yeah.
pictures with Catherine McPhee, although she was a little, I don't know if you picked up on this, Faye, she's a little nervous around dogs.
So the when we went into practice, hang on. When we went into practice, I picked up on that, and then
Yes.
I think I had a treat that I handed her, and she kind of pulled it back. Well, Bo's hungry, so he
Oh,
went
he
towards the
went,
treat, and it scared
sure.
her. But I
Uh-huh.
think she loosened up because I actually have a picture of her, and she's letting Bo kiss her.
Oh,
So she
that's
must have
good.
loosened up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
saw that. I'm trying to go through some of these pictures I put all these pictures on here to put up, and then I get so wrapped up in talking with you guys that I forget to put the pictures up. So let me flip through some of these. I really love this picture. I think this is great.
oh, that one was so good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Very
Uh,
nice picture.
Yeah, very nice. And so, just throwing out there. So that is David Webb, also who's on the board at American Humane. Super.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys talked with David a little bit. I've seen him at several different events. David is the nicest guy.
Yeah, he was
Really.
very nice.
So there's Ethan,
Oh,
Lieutenant Dan, and Maverick.
oh,
Mhm.
shoot.
There's Penny
Oh,
in
yes.
Penny.
her dress.
Penny, Penny in
Yes.
her LBD. She had
Yeah,
on her dress.
yeah.
She looked
That
so
was
pretty.
before we
Yep.
bogarted the first shuttle and took off to the
Yeah,
gala
yeah,
without
before
anybody.
we escaped, before everybody else. Yeah.
Let's
Uh-huh.
see. There's
Oh,
Catherine
there's,
McPhee and Ethan.
Mhm.
yes. Yeah. What
Uh,
did she ask you if he would bite? Didn't she? Didn't she ask
yeah,
you if
she
he
was a
would
little
bite?
nervous. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
his
he's a little
size.
bit of a big boy, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he
so
is.
there's Penny there.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. The sunset
Mhm.
made for good backdrop for pictures
I
for
mean,
sure.
I love
Mm.
all those dogs, but have you guys ever met a happier dog than Lieutenant Dan?
No, that is the happiest little thing. He is precious.
I mean, he has no idea that he's different than any other
No,
dog. Yeah.
Mm.
no,
You guys probably have some pictures like this. There's Ethan looking out the airplane window. There's Canaan over
no.
Oh,
Lane. I thought that was her and her family and little group were over there. You know, it was late,
Yeah,
I think, on a Thursday night, and Ultra was just sitting up in her lap. I just thought that was such a
mhm.
cute little picture.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was a good picture.
Let's see, who else do we have here? I thought I had a picture of. Let's see. There's the ice sculptures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's that. There was just sort of a picture of the overview of as we're waiting for everybody to get there of the event there.
Yeah, that is the
Nighttime.
outdoors
Well,
area
there's
where
the
the
back of
hot
my
tub.
family.
Good
I wasn't there,
picture
obviously.
taken. Yeah.
I thought I had Faye. I thought I clipped a picture of you and Sergeant Bo that was really good at the in front of the backdrop. I can't find it anywhere. This was a video I had taken just sort of to show people the what was happening at the event.
Yeah, the outside area was very nice.
Yeah, it's kind of loud. All right, so I need
See,
everybody.
honestly, I never even heard the music.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you about something I know you saw, and so give me your opinions. The people
Uh-oh.
with the dog masks.
Oh,
What what do you
Yeah.
guys think?
They were
oh,
different.
there you go. That was good. Very,
Yeah.
very
I,
diplomatic, Faye.
But the dogs didn't react to them. So,
no.
No,
but yeah, they
no.
were different.
Yeah, they
I,
were a little different. Hmm.
mhm.
What
I
was
was
that
in the
all
wrong
about?
tax bracket. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got to kind of explain to people they were in costumes, but they were
Mhm.
wearing animal masks and they were
Yeah,
doing
Yeah.
waltzes and
it was sort of
minuets and
it kind of would you say kind of Bridgerton esque?
Bridgerton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, Bridgerton-esque. They did
Mhm.
the minuet, they did the foxtrot, so they were kind of dancing appropriately to the music, but
yeah,
they had some strange animal mask
yeah,
on. And I'm not talking a small mask, it was like a large.
yeah.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
it was they first appeared last year at the gala,
Oh, this was a
which was
Okay.
return
which was
visit.
this was their their second time being there. Yeah.
Wow.
Let me
Okay.
make sure I didn't miss anything along here. Do, 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 do.
Well, I tell you what, I've got to get better about getting in photos with these people that Jeff talks to. Because last time he got his picture with Martina Navratilova and Monica Seles, and I wasn't over that yet. And then he turns around and gets his picture with Monica Seles. I mean, with Catherine McPhee. And I'm like, dang, I can't do.
Yeah.
Ah,
You know,
that was good picture.
it's a good time, and
It
bottom line
was.
is it's a an event to honor dogs in specific genres that they're in, whether that is therapy, and they're able to go to schools when there's been some kind of horrific tragedy, and those dogs are able to offer some comfort, or like Sergeant Bo, or they're like Harrison, where they can go in and detect hidden electronics for people that are trying to take advantage of young children, or whether they're like Icon, who have served this country with honor and have saved numerous lives while doing it. Uh, it's why I keep coming back, and it's why I like to promote anything that has to do with hero dogs. And so it means a lot to me, and I hope you guys feel the same, and it touches your heart like it does mine.
Hey, just a quick side note. Steve Hartman, On the Road with Steve Hartman on CBS.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So they will run a story Friday night. They came out and talked to some of the Covenant kids,
Oh,
and then came out and talked to us. And so they're going to run a story. It's kind of threefold with Bo and the Covenant kids, and then after the first day, there were other therapy dogs that were going different places for the
Oh,
school. So yeah, they're going to run it Friday night and then Sunday morning.
Very
okay.
cool. Very cool.
Very nice.
And then we've got what I think is hopefully a fun little alumni group, together, and hopefully my hope would be that we sort of advocate for one another and promote each other when there's things going on in different areas. Do you guys have? Well, before we go, I want to make sure that if you guys have anything going on coming up, but I also want to make sure you guys put your social media out there so people can start to follow, what you guys are doing and how the dogs are doing. Doug, can you give us Harrison's social media?
Yep. So Harrison is just Harrison, underscore ESD underscore canine. He's on Facebook and Instagram. We're trying to work on that. That's
You
trying to
keep
keep up with
telling
the
me you're trying to
times.
work on it,
He
but
is
like
on
you
Yeah.
guys post
Facebook.
all
Oh,
the time.
he's got
Well,
a wonderful Facebook presence.
we had to back up a little bit because Dad just got a new phone yesterday. So in
Oh,
order to
okay.
transfer everything, all my pictures had to come off.
Okay.
So I've got to restock the images.
All
Oh,
right, because Dancing Harrison really was a good one.
yeah.
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 We need
That's,
the internet needs more of Dancing Harrison.
yeah.
All right. We'll work on
Yeah.
my AI skills.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Betty, tell us where we can find Sergeant Bo.
That's terrible because I don't know what it's under. He is on Facebook and Instagram. I want to say it's
But we can
Sergeant
follow
Bo
you.
underscore therapy dog underscore 2025. But I think if you just look up Sergeant Bo, you'll find him on
Find him.
Instagram
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Facebook. So
Very, very cool. And Sharon, you guys, we were all, very disappointed and sad when Icon passed, and since
Yeah.
then, you guys have a new dog that gives you guys all kinds of
Keeps
fun
you busy,
challenges.
right, Sharon?
Oh, yes. Aiken was a black lab,
Uh-huh.
and he was a specialized search dog in the military. Um, Enzo is our new dog.
Uh-huh.
Um, he is a Belgian Malinois. And
Mm.
I am here to explain to you that Belgian Malinois are a whole different breed and a whole different level than any other dog I've ever had in my life.
Oh, goodness.
That's
But we do have Icon's Facebook page up. It's
Okay.
Icon, IIKEN space, and his ear tag number was M090. So
Oh,
I
okay.
still post on it every now and then. I haven't in a little while. But we also do a motorcycle ride
Well, uh-huh.
once a year. We're having the third annual on the 28th of March this year that we're putting together. Um, we're working with our local HOHP Veterans Center here in Casa Grande. And I'll be posting a flyer on that, which I just got today, on his Facebook page. And all the proceeds for that go to help retired military working dogs and retired police canines locally.
Oh,
very
you
cool.
just great work you're doing, Sharon. Continue to do. It's
We're
wonderful.
trying.
Sharon,
We're
You do.
trying.
can you share that flyer
Yeah.
on our little group text, and some of us can put it out there.
You
Uh,
got it.
and here's an interesting little thing, Doug. The folks, I kind of, to be honest with you, you guys were doing a shot, so I sort of thought that these two guys were with you. So I went over to say hello, and these two guys, and I'm not going to say their names, but they were with the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
I think it was Thursday night. And so
Uh-huh.
I kind of got to talking to them, and they were telling me, they were with bomb detection. And so I
Mhm.
kind of assumed they had dogs there. So as I got to talking with them, they said, no, they were just with a different group of bomb detection. But they said to me that black labs were the best at like explosive detection.
Mhm.
And that particular color, that particular breed, and when they would
Yeah.
go to different deployments or wherever they needed to go, assignments for bomb detection, if the dog, team
Was a
showed
black.
up and it was a black lab, they knew they were good because it was
Right.
something about the black labs and explosive detection that was.
Mm-hmm.
That is so fascinating to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That,
she's had one, so she can attest.
Yeah.
They're a little
uh-huh.
Yeah.
bit they're a
I
little
think.
bit calmer.
Yeah, I
They're
think
you
Sharon,
know
you would say that no one like Amazon couldn't even deliver a package to your front door without Icon. You're wondering what
That's
was going.
right. That's right.
yeah. But
Uh,
but we had Ultra there. Ultra's the sweetest dog
Yeah.
that once you got to know her and she lets you pet her.
Yeah.
Uh,
uh,
but those Mals they're 800 miles an hour, so they're not a real good choice for a bomb dog.
yeah.
Um,
Correct.
But then the
Uh,
black labs, they're very well mannered. They're a little bit even better than Harrison. I mean, I love the boy to death, but every once in a while he likes to pick that phone up, and if he's a bomb, that's not a bueno. You don't want that. So
uh,
There's
he
Enzo.
he can pick up the electronic part of the
Yeah.
bomb, but I don't want him picking up the actual bomb.
Right.
no, no, no.
There you are.
So, oh, look at him!
Oh, look at him.
Oh,
There
Look
you
at
are.
those ears.
beautiful.
Yes. He's a
He
good
is.
boy.
He
He's a good
is.
boy.
He's lucky he landed at your home, Sharon.
Yeah, from what we understand, he was abused as a
Right.
puppy.
Yeah.
Um, but we found a wonderful trainer um, locally, and he took him for a few months and
Yeah.
trained him up, and now Enzo fits right in. So he has his
That's
moments, but we all do.
yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And he goes by several other names other than Enzo, but hey, we won't go
Oh,
there.
okay.
I don't know if we
Not
can
ones
say
you
those
can
online.
share on
Well,
here.
Satan is one of them. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
he's a good boy.
I have I have a wonderful time every time I go to Hero Dogs, and hopefully,
Yeah.
let's all stay in touch. We've got a group chat with the alumni dogs, and look forward to the new nominations to come out, and then they'll narrow it down to some semifinalists, and then we can kind of follow that, and hopefully, if you guys have the time, you can pop on and we can talk about some different things as the next Hero Dogs sort of move forward. So glad you guys had a good time. I had a good time meeting you all in person in West Palm.
Yeah.
And thank you
We
guys for being so
certainly did.
accommodating and coming on to
Yes.
talk about it.
Well,
Oh
we
yeah.
look forward to it.
All right. We'll see you
Sounds
again
good.
on guest appearance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Faye, thank you so much, and Sharon, thanks for coming on, and Doug, always thank you for
My
coming on.
pleasure.
Debbie,
Yeah.
thank you for everything. So you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and take care and
We'll
stay warm. Except for Sharon,
see you
she's probably
soon.
It is cold.
Absolutely.
all
Yeah.
right.
80
Talk to you guys.
degrees today.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's talk soon. Thank you all very much.
Thank
Bye
you.
All right.
Thank
We'll
bye.
you.
see y'all.
Bye
Bye.
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye now.